Hello guys, Quarzo here. Today we are watching a replay because I've played a really crazy game, and it is really important for you to see this in order to improve your play style. I think because it was a really hard game, and I'm showing it to you to prove you that you have to have the right mindset before you go into a game, and you need to be making good decisions to win game. All right, so these gameplay analysis will all be focused on macro plays, decision making, and the mindset that you should have. Now let's play. We just started. Of course, I'm playing Jax in the jungle. As always, I have a Rumble mid, which is kind of weird, but we'll see what happens. Here, as you can see, he just went in for a little trade. I don't think this will go on any further. Actually, no, it doesn't. Now, let's speed this up a bit. Not so much, but just a bit. Because, of course, in the early game, it's just a normal game, One thing that I want you to focus on is the chat. Usually people say that you don't have to chat. If you listen, for instance, to Foxdrop or whoever, they just tend to tell people to mute the other players if you want to play well and not get tilted. But to me, you'll see in this game that I use the chat a lot because I need to engage my team, to talk to them and to somehow convince them that we can win this game. And this thing is very consuming and tiring to do. Therefore, before you go into a game that you want to win, you have to have the right mindset. You have to think, all right, I want to win, so I need to spam ping whenever I need to do that. I need to warn my team about, I don't know, the whereabouts of the jungler, of the enemy jungler, or whatever. I have to ping about my whereabouts. For instance, now I'm pinging that I'm going to invade the enemy's jungler red. And I have to type in chat sometimes. We have to, because whenever somebody seems, like he's going to surrender or that he wants to surrender, you have to say, no, we must fight this till the end. You have to give them something to keep fighting and to keep playing. Because if you don't, many games will turn out as surrenders, which are, there's really no reason to surrender in gold because everybody makes mistake, and the enemy team as well is going to make mistakes, all right? So just don't surrender, or they are just going to moan and type in chat every 3 seconds, which is going to make the game a lot worse for everybody in the game, all right? Which can lead, and most of the times leads, certainly, to defeat, all right? In order not to be defeated, the first thing you have to do is think like a winner, all right? Now, take a look at this play. I've just engaged with, what's her name? Diana, because Diana is very weak in the early game, so I knew I could do something to her. And I flash, stun her, but as soon as I get her flash, I'm backing off. Why? This is important. Many times on lower elo, people are so greedy for kills that they would try and continue the gank, They would like to kill her. Look, she's, I don't know, like 25 HP, 1 auto attack, and she's dead. So, but it is very risky to do so, all right? I could leap to her with my Q and try escape like in the enemy jungle or somewhere, but Zed could come, I could die to the towers because I don't know how fast she is, I don't know how fast she will react to my gank. It is so risky that it is not worth trying to kill her, all right? And this is very important. No, you don't don't be greedy. Basically, that's all I want to say. Don't be greedy. If there's a kill potential, take it. But if it is risky, if you can die and not take the kill, or die taking the kill, it's still not worth it, all right? So as I was saying, you have to be in the right mindset, because you have to pressure your teammates into playing well, all right? Now, at the beginning of this game, I won't do this because it is quite a normal game at the start, but then they will start, you know, moaning and saying things in all chat, which is not good, not great. Now, I'm joining them because I think this is very, very risky. I think it's too risky to be there, and I'm staying here to, you know, kind of protect them from what could happen, because I knew that Zed could come down here, and actually that's what happens. Zed and Diana come. I engage on Diana because I know she's weak and I can kill her, and I risk dying here. Maybe I die, maybe I do die, I don't know. Alright, Zed though killed the other guy. I mean, this play turned out good, but it was risky, and I standed there in the bush because I knew they could come, alright? So another thing, try and think about how you would react if you were the enemy team, alright? If I were Zed, if I were in Zed's shoes, what would I do when I see Rumble, my enemy laner, roam bot lane? What would I do? Probably I would try and go help my bot lane, alright? So if you are a jungler and you can put yourself in the other enemies, in the enemy's shoes, you should use this at your advantage, because you know that Zed is going down there, so you are just waiting in the bush, careful not to be seen, because you know that you will be needed soon, alright? So this is something else, which is quite important to, you know, to acknowledge. I'm going quite fast because this part of the game, as I've already told you, it's quite boring. I'm just, you know, farming. I'm not going into detail about my build or my runes, because this is not what this gameplay is about. This gameplay is all about decision making and macro plays, alright? Now I'm taking... Yeah, alright, perfect. Yeah, sometimes the replay thing doesn't play very well. Now I saw that there was a ward. I knew that it was risky to continue this play because I wanted to invade Diana, so I cleared the ward. I supposed that somebody was going to come for me, and I just went back, you know. I knew that it was a risky play. I could insist and go on trying to steal the buff, but I just went away. Now I'm going to try and steal it, because I know that Singed is on top, and I took Diana's flash, which is kind of worth. Now I don't know what's going on here. I'm just slowing it down a bit. Yeah, don't mind me E-ing, because that E was really bad. Yeah, this was risky, so I just, you know, stepped beside, I walked beside Tryndamere, so that the enemy team knew that I was there, and they were, I won't say scared, but, you know, they were more cautious about making plays on Tryndamere, alright? Now, I think I'm trying to go gank mid, but we'll see what happens. As you can see, as soon as Zed used his W, I used my E and leap, and I got the kill. This was quite an easy kill to take, because Zed was very overextended, alright? He was in the almost under Rumble's tower, so I could do that. I could gank, and I knew that the gank was going to be successful somehow. Maybe we could get a flash from Zed, or maybe we could get a kill, alright? So I knew that the gank was going to be successful somehow. Of course, when you have people like Zed or Fizz with a lot of escape potential like Zed's W or um, Fizz's E, you want to, yeah, that was stupid by Rumble, you want to um, gank that lane as soon as they have used their escape ability, alright? So I was a bit lucky because Zed used this W. Well, Zed was so far overextended that even though he used this W, he couldn't escape from me, alright? But in general, you want to wait for the laner to use his escape ability. Now, what just happened was really bad because Rumble overextended a lot because he wanted to get a kill. That's what I was saying before. You see, before here, when I got Diana that was coming down here, I nearly killed her, but she got away and was under the tower, alright? I could have queued to her, to kill her, if my queue was up, I don't remember. I could have tried and do that, but I choose not to and I went back. What Rumble is doing is the exact opposite of what I did. As you can see, I am already going back because, you know, he got the flash from Leona. There's no need to go any further, but he chooses to do so, and that's what happens. He goes there, he gets killed, and I go in there because I want, you know, I'm trying to help. I wanted to help him, but I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that because he would have died 100% and we couldn't get any kill, alright? So the smart thing to do was just to go away from there. And actually, I am forced to flash away, alright? And that was bad of me and bad of Rumble. So don't be greedy, and if you see somebody being greedy, and you know that they are going to die and they are not getting anything out of it, just go away, alright? And don't make my same mistakes. Now, let's speed this up a little. We will get soon to the interesting plays that me and my team will make. Alright, I'm clearing red, blah blah blah. I'm going to protect the tower because it is important to do that. And look at this. I don't know why the Jhin stood on the tower and got killed, but I think he had lag or something because it was really weird. I went there to protect the tower because it is important as a jungler also to protect towers when the laners aren't around to do so, alright? You need to replace the laners whenever you can. Whenever you can, especially if you can take objectives or protect your own objectives, alright? This is important. Now I'm taking that. Yeah, that was, I mean, I knew he was going to die. I was sure of it because there were two of them in the lane and Rumble was overextended a bit. So there was no point for me to go there because I could die. Leona has stuns, slows, Zed has a lot of damage. I could have died. So I didn't go there because I knew it was a bad situation for me to be in. Likewise, Tryndamere, he always overextended. And you'll see in a while, I think I'm going to type in something like don't overextend because it was like the third or fourth time he died because of overextending, alright? Overextending is another form of greediness. It is not greediness for kill, but it is greediness for farm, alright? And you don't have to be greedy. Now here, I can see a good potential because we are 2 versus 3. So, you know, I think that we can make something happen. We get Diana's flash, but actually, I don't think we get any kill. No, maybe we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we get also a kill. Why I went there? Because I knew that bot lane was in bot lane, Zed was in mid lane, and the other two of the enemy team were on top lane. So it was a 3v2 in our favor. So it was an easy gank, all right? This thought process is what you have to do in order before ganking. You have to know the positioning of the other of the enemy team, and once you know that, you have to take I'm sorry, we are blue, I believe. Yes, we are blue. All right, I'm sorry, I just took the right fog of war, because I had the fog of war of both teams. Now we have the fog of war of my team only. As I see that, you know, there's something going on here. Of course, Tryndamere overextended and died, I believe. In that time frame, I do something useful on another part of the map. I take the Rift Herald. Rift Herald is a really good objective to climb, and because it goes, you know, it shortens potentially the length of the game, and it gives you the possibility to take a lot of towers if the enemy team is not careful. All right, so I've just taken the Rift, and now I am trying to take the Mountain Drake, but as you can see, that was a really weird engage. I knew we shouldn't get into that fight, and actually I think I died for this, yes. This was a mistake of mine. I knew the Rumble was followed by many of the enemy team, but I still went in because, you know, I felt kind of bad for him and I wanted to help him. That's something that you don't have to do, all right? Whenever somebody gets into trouble and it's impossible to do something to save him, don't do it, all right? Even though he's going to type to you, well, you were around, but you didn't do anything to help me, blah, blah, blah. All right, he's going to whine about it, let him whine about it. This was not the case, likely, but there are some people can whine about this. Now, let's take a look at this fight. Well, this fight wasn't anything particular, it was good. What am I doing? Yes, I'm going to farm somewhere. Let's take a look. Yeah. They got the dragon and they are fighting there without any vision of the enemy team. This is bad. That is why I keep, you know, farming. We have no vision of anybody. You can't go too deep inside their jungle or their, you know, part of the map. Because if you don't have any vision, everybody could be inside a single bush. You go in there, face checking it, and you die, because there's nothing you can do against 4 or 5 people, all right? Now, they don't have vision either, so they shouldn't be there. We are split, you know? This is a bad position from both of us, because we shouldn't be here. You see Rumble. Rumble is always going in a little bit too deep, and actually now Jhin engages with his ulti. I thought that he was engaging because someone else was around, but actually it didn't look like it, so it's a weird thing that he engaged with his ulti. But you see Zed is showing up, somebody else was showing up, Leona from down there. Now let's see. As you can see, up until now, we are 13 kills to 14 kills, and we took more or less the same amount of towers, we and the enemy team. Here, I am forced to use Rift Herald because nobody pushed any lane, so I couldn't do anything but use the Rift Herald. Now, I don't know why I'm not seeing any text. I am trying to adjust that now. Chat scale, minimap. No, damage, seconds, chat. Mute enemy, show all chat. Yes, of course. But I don't know why I can't see the typing that I do. I remember I did some typing at a certain point, which was kind of the point of the video, but I'll tell you instead, if the chat doesn't. Yeah. So I was saying that I was forced to do that, to use the Rift Herald, because nobody pushed any lane. Now, as you can see, the Rift Herald gave us the opportunity to take those 2 kills, but I don't think that we will be able to take the tower for the Rift Herald alone, alright? It is an indirect consequence of having used the Rift Herald, the fact that we took the tower. Now, I think we should go back because it's getting a bit messy, the situation. And as you can see, I'm here and I'm pinging them to be careful, alright? I go back in because I see the opportunity to do something, and actually I get a kill, but I knew that it was a dangerous situation, and I think I'm going to die here. Yeah, I was greedy and I died. You see, these are the kind of mistakes you don't want to do. We got a kill, we should have gone back. Now, he's here, and I mean, it's clear that they are coming, and I'm pinging. Jack signals to be careful. I'm pinging a lot, but he keeps staying there. He will get killed, but I believe he gets the tower, which is, I mean, kind of good. And I was typing to him, get back, don't always overextend. This was something that I typed to him a lot. When you type, you don't want to type too much. So, all right, it's on me. So, or if you do type, you want to be friendly to your teammates. So I didn't tell him, you are not good because you always overextend. I just told him, Trinda, be careful, don't overextend, because if you do, they are going to kill you. And he wasn't particularly annoyed from what I typed to him, all right? Now this game is a very close game, 16 to 19 kills. The gold amount that we have is higher than theirs. Now we see what happens. I'm going to speed up the thing a little bit. I want to reach the point where big decisions are made. Here I tried to defend the tower, but there was nothing I could do because the tower was very, very low. And now we are grouping mid, I believe, because we think that they are coming for us. I take my blue. And then. Yeah, we are pushing mid. I'm signaling to be careful, as you can see, a lot, because they were 4v5, and Thresh actually gets caught, alright? We shouldn't go back in right now, and I think I'm going to go away. They had, by the way, a great engage with Leona and Jhin, Jin's ulti and Leona, and they also had a big follow-up because they have Singed, which was a great front line, very, very tanky. And here I am trying to go away. I don't think I will be able to. I mean, it's kind of impossible. Yeah, I think I'm just, I said, all right, if I'm going to die, let's at least try and kill somebody, but I died as well. My score is, let's see, 5-3. I mean, it's not a bad score, but, it should be better. They, of course, they killed me, and now they are taking dragon. That's something that you want to do as well. Whenever you get a kill, or you get more than a kill, and you free a part of the map, you want to take advantage of that and take whatever objective it is available in that part of the map, alright? I'm speeding things up because I want Jax to be up again, which I'm Quarzo, I'm Jax, hi. Alright, speed is up, let's see what happens. Speed is up. I'm farming, blah blah blah, farming. Now Tristana had no vision, we had really no vision, zero vision inside our jungle, which is bad. Now here there seemed to be the potential for a team fight because we are trying to defend the tower and they are almost all here. I don't know why Rumble is behaving like a front line, even though he's squishy as hell because he's building AP, so because he was a mid laner. Now we are taking a lot of damage, and again, look at the engage. Jin's ult, Leona, it was really good engage. Now I was killed. And you see, we kinda lost the team fight, but we didn't actually, because I was killed, but their mistake was basically that of fighting on the tower. So they are going to take the tower, and here my team was very, very greedy again, because they got another kill, so they should have backed. All right. Now Trinda as well, I believe, yeah, signals to be careful. I pinged him a lot because I wanted him to come back, and I think this time he gets away with it. But it was a really risky play, that of keeping, keep pushing there. I don't understand what he's doing, because the enemy team could be in every bush he's walking through. So I don't know what he's doing, why he's doing that. It just, whenever you do something in League of Legends, you have to think and think about the reason why you're doing that. If you don't have an answer, why I'm doing that, I don't know, it means that you shouldn't be doing that. All right, he should recall and use the gold that he had from the tower to buy some items. All right. All right, I'm going to speed this up again a little bit. Yeah, something's going on in mid. There's a team fight happening, and I'm looking to join the fight. Of course, I want to focus the Jhin, because he's the fed one in their team. So I get the kill on Jhin and on Diana, which is good. And then I'm trying to fight Singed. Of course, fighting Singed is very, very annoying. But as a team, we can finally take him down. Look at how tanky he is. It's amazing. I think he should get back. Yeah, he does. Perfect. It was risky to keep going, because everything Singed wants is for you to chase him. If you chase him, you go in his Venom trail, and you just, basically you die. Yeah, this was crazy. He shouldn't have done that. He gets saved by Thresh, but he could have died easily. I'm sorry I can't show you that I'm always typing to the team, but I was. Many of them, especially Tryndamere and Thresh, they were really, really complaining about this game. They were always, GG, GG, it's GG, it's not GG, and I was telling them, it's not GG, we can do this, we can win. I was pushing them, because if I didn't, they would have surrendered. Tryndamere is a bit overextended, but we have vision of many of them, so there's not a big problem. But as you can see, he's recalling, because after having died like 10 times due to overextending, he understood, also thanks to my typing, that he shouldn't overextend as much. Now I'm going to speed this up a bit. Yeah, there's Infernal Drake spawning soon, so we want to make a play around it. But what happens is that Trinda gets a little bit caught, and I couldn't reach anyone with my Q, so I just backed off, and this was a really bad team fight, if I remember this correctly. Yeah, it was. And what I could do, nothing. I just tried to get away, because that was a really bad engage. All right, so instead of dying, I just got away the best way I could and recalled, because that was the only thing I could do. All right, if I went in, I would have died, and dying means that they had the freedom to take towers, to take dragon, to take everything they wanted. All right, so I chose to remain alive, so that I could at least try and defend the tower, which I believe I will do. Yeah, you see, we didn't lose dragon and towers. We just lost a dragon. All right, why? Because I remained alive. So there was no point in going in that fight. Now, for instance, this TP is very stupid and dangerous, because, all right, I think he's going to get away with it, but still. I wouldn't do that because we had no vision of them. Yeah, actually, I am pinging to him because you don't know where the enemy team is. So why are you pushing with no vision? You know, whenever you push, whenever you split push, you want to have vision around the area you split push. For instance, Singed should put down wards here and here and here so that he knows more or less if somebody is coming for him, all right? Now the Baron is up and maybe there's a Baron play, potentially. There's another team fight. The problem here was that you don't have, yeah, of course. The Singed was, you know, he was early to the fight, so he got killed. And we won the fight because of that. If you are the front line, try not to go in there too early. I'm positioning myself here because the Jhin ulti's range ended here. Now, while I was trying to do Baron, they went and fought the enemy team, which was, in the end, not a bad thing, because they won the fight. But now it's the time to go and take the Baron. But nobody's coming, so I don't know what... I don't remember what we are going to do right now. I think we're going to take the Baron. I hope so. Maybe it's a bit too late. We have the time as... yeah. Alright, no, we could do this. But maybe Zed will get it. I don't remember. I think Zed will get the... Yeah. Now, this is something really important that I didn't mention. You have to be very careful about your smite, alright? My smite play in this situation was bad because it could potentially give the enemy team the push they needed to end the game. Because, take a look, they have 3 dragons, 1 infernal and 2 mountain drakes, and 37 kills over 28. Still, we have more gold than them, and we have more towers than them, but, you know, this is going to make things even right now. So, whenever you want to smite, you have to be extremely precise. In this case, it was really a matter of luck, you know. But I didn't know how much damage Zed abilities would do. While I can imagine how much damage the enemy jungler's smite will do, because it's the same for every champion, I can't guess the damage that abilities will do. So, you know, it's a bit difficult there. Yeah, I was doing something stupid here. I shouldn't be doing this because it's kinda a waste of time. Now I am recalling finally because I want to defend the tower, but I am a bit too late. A bit late at the party. I should have recalled before, you know? Now, where am I? Yeah, I'm there. But, yeah, I get a pick on Jhin, which is very, very good. But, alright, actually, this is quite good for us in the end. But I was late. If I were there before, maybe I could have stopped them even from taking the tower, or we could have done something more. Less people would have died, which, you know, it's a good thing. Now, I'm pinging the tower because I want to take the tower right now, because we have 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 38 seconds on the enemy team, so we can push and take towers. I don't know if... yeah, this is a crucial play. I don't remember what happened very well. I remember that me and Tristana are going to take the tower, and we also want to take the inhibitor, which is good, you know. But I don't know if I overstay or not. Let's see. Yeah, we're taking the tower, and they are about to spawn, you know. 1 second. All right, that's not the one. All right, that's not the one. In this time around, we just took the tower. Next time we will take the inhibitor, which will be like in a few minutes, I believe. Yeah, Trinda is split pushing, of course. We're all pinging because we don't know where they are. I'm taking a camp. Taking camps, blah blah blah. And there's the Elder Dragon play. This is very important for the game. Now, it is almost up. As you can see, we are trying to make a play here. We are trying to prep the Elder Dragon because we want it. So I'm trying to do something to ward maybe, but I didn't have my wards up. His Zonia is so annoying. So I believe I die here. Or almost die. Yeah, this teamfight was so chaotic. Yeah, nobody is focusing Jhin, and Jhin destroyed us, basically. So, we got aced, I believe. No, yeah. Tryndamere is always split pushing, which is good. He's a Tryndamere, what should he do? But in this case, maybe it was better if he was with us, I don't know. If he was with us, we could have, the fight could have ended in a different way, surely. Now let's see, I'm speeding this up a little bit. Yeah, now he should, Tryndamere, instead of, after he took the inhibitor, should have gone back. Because we were all dead and it was really predictable that somebody would have gone and taken this inhibitor. So he should have gone back, but he wasted time here split pushing, and that was just a waste of time. And it was stupid, basically. Now, I think we get a kill, yes, of course. Now that Elder Dragon is still up, so I think that we will group around it in a few minutes. Yeah, that's it. That's about the Elder play. Now, here, that's Diana. Of course, with his Zonias is fucking us every single time. Yeah, this fight was very chaotic because it was we were split in two. Again, I escape because I see that it's, you know, it's kind of risky to remain there, so I escaped and I went there. And instead of going back, I will change my mind, I believe this is it. Instead of going back, I choose to remain because they are going to take Elder, and I want to try to take it away from them. Why? Well, it is very important for me to deny the Elder Dragon from them. I don't want to steal it because I want to take it for myself or for my team, but I want to steal it from them, because if they have Elder Dragon now, they can basically end the game with a single team fight, alright? And that's not what we want. So the best thing to do would be to steal the Elder Dragon so that they don't have that necessary lead to end the game, alright? So, let's see how this play goes. I don't know if you saw it, but he just warded here, singed. I knew it was warded, so I went through here because I didn't think I was going to be able to, you know, loop around the thing and do it on time, and now I'm still in it. I know I'm going to die, alright? There's nothing we can do. I know I'm going to die, but at least they don't have the Elder Dragon, alright? And we have it, which is 2 times good. Now, I believe they will be off for a bit. They will be off the map for a bit. And yeah, they got the Baron, of course, but at least they didn't get Baron and Elder Dragon, which would have been really, really bad. I'm going to come up in 5 seconds, so I'm slowing things. This is risky. Tryndamere is doing something really, really risky. He could die for it very easily. Now I'm going to join them, and we'll see what happens. This is a well, an important team fight. So Trinda gets caught, but he has his R. Rumble uses his R almost perfectly, and then his Zonias, and I'm, you know, getting away, because I know that this is going to be painful for us. But they keep on fighting, and they are greedy. Yeah. Basically, this team fight was won by them, but they overstayed, and they were so greedy that there was nothing they could do anymore. They were too greedy. And we had the Elder Dragon's buff, which, you know, it helps. I'm going to try, yeah. But she gets it. Yeah, I was trying to kill him, but... Now I believe me and Tristana are going for the inhibitor. I will speed this up a lot. Because this is another important play. Yeah, we want to take inhibitor, but I don't know if I should. Yeah, I should have. My teammates told me to go back because Tristana could take the inhibitor by herself, but she couldn't, because if I weren't there, they would have killed her, alright? Because she was the only target they had, and they would have killed her. So it was good that I kept staying and that I took the inhibitor. By the way, I did that knowing that there was the possibility that I could die, alright? But I did that nonetheless, because it was very important for us to get that inhibitor, because that means that we can relieve some pressure from our base and put some pressure in their base, all right? And that was crucial for this game, because now you see they're all coming to us, and we needed something to keep them from diving us continuously. They are not going for the inhibitor, which is a mistake from them. And my team wins the team fight without me, and I think this is game. I don't think there's something more we can do. Yeah, this is game. All right. Alright guys, I made this video. This video was all about macro play, alright? So denying that Elder Dragon was very important, losing that Baron was very important as well, and the decision of staying and taking inhibitor was important as well. Of course, in the end we won because of that last team fight, but another important thing that you couldn't see, unfortunately, because we couldn't see the chat, the typed chat, we could only see the pings, is that you have to use the chat, all right? Foxdrop, Azzy Games, they all say that you shouldn't, but actually, if your teammates are all going to, you know, say GG, surrender, let's surrender, it's impossible, you're going to lose the game. So you need something to balance that, and you need to bring some positivity into the game and into your team. So I was always typing, don't worry, we've got this, you know, smiley face at the end. You know, we've got this, we can do this, let's keep trying, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff helped us keep playing, you know. If I didn't type that, maybe we would have surrendered, or maybe somebody would have tilted too much and the game would have been lost, all right? This was a very close game, and I mean, it is good that I can show you how to win a very close game, all right? Well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have some comments to make about my gameplay, the other team gameplay, the other players gameplay, or whatever, please comment down the section below, and I will try and answer every single comment that I get, all right? Thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you guys on my next video.